Hey guys, what's up? I hope you're all doing well and welcome to today's very highly requested fitness Q&A. So you guys sent me a bunch of fitness questions over on my Instagram earlier this week. I went through and picked out the questions that were most frequently asked or the ones that I thought would be the most informative. So that's what we're gonna get into today. So if you're new here and just found this video on YouTube, just a little bit of backstory why I'm doing this fitness Q&A is because I've been petite my whole life. I'm 5 feet tall, about 105 pounds right now, and I've been in and out of the gym ever since high school, but have really been on like my fitness journey, if you will, over the last 9 months. And a lot of people who have followed me on Instagram for quite some time have seen the noticeable muscle gain that I've had over the last 9 months. And so many of you are petite and have a fast metabolism and want to know what I've been doing to be able to gain that amount of muscle. So that's just a little bit of backstory and what the focus of this video is going to be. I've done all sorts of workouts, everything from like Chloe Ting body weight workouts to now lifting heavy at the gym. And I'm not a personal trainer or a nutritionist by any means, so if you need serious programming or like a meal plan, I highly recommend going to someone who's certified in all of that because they have a much greater wealth of knowledge than I do. But I really just wanted to make this video as a launch point for anyone who may also be petite or have a fast metabolism and have the same fitness goals as me and just don't know where to start. And hopefully this will give you a little bit of insight to start your fitness journey as well. So yeah, that's everything I have to say before we get into the Q&A, and I will also leave every question I was asked with a timestamp in the description box. So if you have specific questions you want answered or just want to jump around, feel free and look down there and you'll see everything I talk about in this video. So let's just get right into it. So I thought the most fitting topic to start with is how I got started, and the first question is to talk about my weight before my workout journey and now. So I'm gonna put 2 pictures on here. One of them is from I think 2019, and then this one is from just a few weeks ago. No flex in either of them, I'm just like standing pretty normal. So in this picture over here, I weighed anywhere from I'd say like 95 to 98 pounds, and now I weigh about 105 pounds. 95 to 98 pounds is what I typically weighed before I really started going to the gym. And I do just want to say, like, this isn't about weight at all. Weight really is just a number, but that was a question I was asked, and for some comparison, that's how much I weighed then and how much I've gained in muscle now. But yeah, you guys will see I was super petite, just like very straight up and down, and I still am very petite, but I've definitely gained a lot of muscle, as you guys will see in the photo over here. So the next question is, how did you get started at the gym? So in high school, I took a couple of weight training classes as my PE credit, really just because the only other options were like team sports, and I hate doing team sports. I suck at them, and so weight training was one of the only options, and I ended up really liking it. I believe it was like the football coaches were the instructors for the class, and I mean, they just introduced us to the gym. They taught us compound movements, a lot of different like common lifts that people do, and that was really my introduction to weights, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't gain a ton of muscle, but I definitely felt myself getting stronger, and I really liked that, especially being petite my whole life. Like, I'm sure so many of you guys can relate, just that feeling of being strong even when you're small. Like, I can't really describe how satisfying it is, but it was really great. So I kind of continued that into college. I did another weight training class for a term, and then I would also go to the gym maybe 3 to 4 days a week, but I really wasn't doing the right movements. I was following the wrong workouts on YouTube. All of my workouts then were like much lower weight and higher reps, and it just wasn't quite right. Like, I was still fit, but I wasn't gaining muscle at the degree that I wanted to be. So then it was my junior year of college. I decided to get a personal trainer at a gym in my hometown because I really did want to start dedicating myself to the gym, and I knew that I was lacking the information I needed to really make a transformation, and I just wanted someone to help me out with that. So yeah, for any of you guys who are new to the gym, don't know where to start, I do really recommend going to someone who is certified in all of that, because she helped me build a very solid foundation for my workout plans and just nutrition in general. And I definitely wouldn't have the knowledge I have today without her, and I used so many of the movements that she taught me then. So that was kind of the next launch point, and then the final one was starting about 9 months ago. In like February, March, when the gym started to open up in the pandemic, that is when I went like 110% into the gym, I found the workout that worked for me, which we will talk about next. And that is where I really saw the dramatic change in my muscle gain over the last 9 months. So getting into the second part of this video, which is my workout routine and schedule, I'll put on here just a very rough breakdown of what my workout routine is every week, just broken down by the days. So I do 2 upper body days and 2 lower body days. I usually go to the gym anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week, so sometimes the days get a little shifted around depending on how busy I am, but 4 days a week is the goal. And another question I frequently got is if I do cardio in addition to weightlifting, and the short answer is no, I do not. I really only do cardio for my overall like physical and cardiovascular health, and then also just, I mean, sometimes cardio does feel good. I'll do like the Stairmaster. I ran a couple times over the last few months, but I really just hate running with a passion, and so cardio isn't really necessary for my fitness goals, so it's not something that I personally do, but if you want to, you totally can. I know that there are pros and cons to doing cardio either before or after a workout based on like if you're trying to lose body fat or if you're trying to gain like stamina and muscle endurance. You can totally look that up, but yeah, I don't do cardio in addition to weightlifting. And then I got lots of questions on how to grow muscle, specifically the booty, especially when you're petite and have a hard time gaining muscle. And so to start off with gaining muscle in general, some of my biggest tips for gaining muscle when you're petite, and this is what I've been implementing over the last 9 months, and didn't do before that. Like, this is why I saw the results that I have been. I have 3 different things that I think I can point to as the greatest contributors to me gaining muscle over the last 9 months. And that will be 1, lifting heavy, 2, doing compound movements, lifting heavy, and 3, not compromising your form for a heavier weight. A really good example is I used to do so many leg workouts in college because, of course, what do we all want? A nice butt. And the difference was that those workouts I was doing in like 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps, 30% of the weight that I'm lifting now. And now in my workout plan, I'm doing like squat and deadlift with only 4 sets, 4 reps, but a much heavier weight. And on the note of growing the booty and just like lower body workouts in general, some of my favorite lifts for that are squat, deadlift, RDLs, hip thrust, and Bulgarian split squat. Squat, deadlift, and hip thrust I specifically do at a rack, and then I'll do like accessory movements that are like a variation of those with dumbbells as well. And I am thinking of doing like a gym vlog soon to kind of follow up this video and show you guys at least a couple days of my workout routine. But 1, the thought of braving the gym with a tripod sounds absolutely terrifying, and 2, like I said, I'm not a personal trainer. I don't do programming. Like, the program that I'm on is a mix of one that I was given by a trainer and then also just my studying and knowledge, and I also do the same thing every week, so it's not like I can give you guys a bunch of different like workouts to do. I'm not trying to sell you a workout plan or tell you that this is the end-all be-all way to gain muscle. It's really just what I found has worked for me. Another question I got is when you're new to the gym, or especially petite, just getting discouraged from lifting heavier weight, and how do you increase weight as you lift. So back in February when I started at the gym again, I had not touched a squat rack in probably like 2 years, and I was seriously just squatting the bar and maybe like 10s on each side, and the barbell is 45 pounds, I believe. And it was really discouraging because I knew how much I used to be able to lift in high school, and you know, looking around the gym, you see people lifting so much more weight than you are, and I totally get it. I was there, but I think something really important to know is that everyone has to start somewhere. Like, everyone in that gym did not start at the weight that they were lifting now. So it's totally fine to start with the bar, or even do a variation with dumbbells if you feel more comfortable with that. And know that everyone at the gym is so much more focused on themselves than anyone else. And if anyone's at the gym to judge you, like, that's their problem, not yours. So yeah, I started squatting like 65 pounds in February, and now I'm up to like 165 as my max. But I wouldn't be there if I didn't start at the very beginning. And it's also so important to prioritize good form. I cannot stress that enough. And so many days I go to the gym and I'm doing like 70% of what my max is, because I want to focus on good form, and that's just as important as trying to lift heavy, if not even more important. You don't want to injure yourself. You want to be doing the moves optimally for, you know, muscle growth. And so I really just recommend practicing good form, educating yourself. I pull up YouTube videos or like little fitness TikToks all the time at the gym to watch a movement again, or just like get a little bit more information about something before I do it. So yeah, good form over everything, seriously. And then also on the note of lifting weight, another question I got is how to increase the weight when you lift. If your number one goal is to max and increase the weight of all of your lifts, you can totally Google programming on how to up your max, and they'll make, you know, like 8 to 12 week-long programs of increasing your max, that being the goal. That isn't my fitness goal at the time. I really work out for like health and aesthetics, and so I really just increase the weight that I'm lifting intuitively when I feel like my body can handle it and I can do it with good form. And there will be times when I increase my weight and I'm like, nope, that was not it, can't do that, and I'll like go back down to what I was doing the previous week. I really just increase the weight intuitively, but I do think in the balance of having good form, it's also so important to push your body physically. And I think for me personally, that's one of the most rewarding parts of going to the gym, is pushing myself not only physically but also mentally, and challenging myself and telling myself like, you can do 10 more pounds. I know that you can, you just have to push yourself to do it. And yeah, that's my little motivational talk about lifting heavier at the gym. Okay, so part 3 of this video is about diet to gain muscle. I'm not going to talk about this a whole lot because 1, like I've said, I'm not a nutritionist, and 2, I know that my diet is the weakest point of my fitness journey. So I got a lot of questions about like prioritizing protein and like how many calories to eat, what food I eat, blah blah blah, and I honestly don't have a ton of advice, but I did just want to address, like, I heard your question and this is my answer. Hopefully I can take you guys along on my nutrition journey over the next few months, because I know that's going to be the next key, I think, to me really leveling up in my fitness journey, is prioritizing my nutrition as well. As far as prioritizing protein though, I do eat a lot of lean meat. I eat a ton of chicken, a ton of salmon. I'm getting so tongue-tied after talking for so long. And I do eat like 3 full meals a day, and then I snack throughout the day as well. When I was with my trainer at the gym, her biggest goal was for me to finally break 100 pounds, and I was sitting at like maybe 97, 98 when I first saw her. And when my goal was to break that 100 pounds and gain like 4 pounds of weight, I was eating like 4 to 5 meals a day. Like, I was constantly eating every day, really prioritizing protein, and I feel like my body and my metabolism has kind of leveled out since then, so I don't need to do that anymore. But yeah, I eat a lot of lean meat. I drink a lot of protein drinks. I like the gold standard whey protein. I'll put that in like a smoothie. I get that at Costco. And then Costco also has, I think they're like the Fairlife protein shakes. They taste delicious in the chocolate flavor, and have like 30 grams of protein in them. So if I feel like I'm a little low on my protein for the day, I will just drink one of those. And yeah, if you guys want more information on like meal plans and dieting and stuff, definitely recommend doing your own research or going to someone who's certified in all of that. And the last question kind of about diet is if I take any supplements. I take a woman's multivitamin, and I've thought about starting creatine soon, which is a very popular supplement in the fitness community. You can do your research on it if you're interested in taking it. A couple of the other supplements I take are amino acids for muscle recovery. I get those from Petites, and I do also take pre-workout. I was like very anti-pre-workout for a bit just because I didn't like the idea of taking a supplement to help stimulate my workout, but I really just decided that I'd give it a try, and I absolutely love the pump and the extra bit of energy that I get before I work out. So I definitely am on the pre-workout train as well, but you totally don't have to if you don't want to. The pre-workout that I currently take is from Bucked Up, and I love it, but Petites also has a great pre-workout as well. If you are interested in taking pre-workout, please do your research on the companies and the products that are safe to take, because there are a lot out there that have like little to no research and can actually have like health repercussions if you take them for too long. And then the last question is about all of my favorite workout brands and clothes and stuff like that. So I usually always work out in leggings or shorts and then just like a crop top or sports bra. One of my favorite brands right now for leggings and shorts in particular is Alphalete. Their Amplify fabric is so good. It is well worth the price. Trust me, I have gotten rid of all of my Gymshark leggings because of it. I love it so much. So I really like their leggings. The Lululemon lines are some of my favorite as well. And my sports bras are kind of from all over the place. I actually don't have any that I love at the moment. I'm kind of on the hunt for some still, but that's usually what I wear to the gym. Also, on the note of clothes, I really recommend wearing flat-soled shoes, especially if you're squatting and deadlifting really heavy. I used to lift in my Air Maxes because they're my favorite sneakers, but my heel would actually be elevated like this every time I would squat and deadlift. So in that case, you're actually doing like an elevated heel squat, which really targets your quads. I really recommend wearing a flat sole shoe like Converse or Nike Blazers. Those are both really popular at the gym. Vans as well, I see there all the time. Okay guys, I think those are all of the questions that I needed to answer today. So I hope you found this video informative. If you have any more questions or want me to go more in depth about something, feel free and leave a comment down below, and I'll make sure I check those frequently and answer anything that I can. So thank you so much for watching. Be on the lookout for hopefully some more fitness content in the future, and I love you guys so much. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.